So India and Africa have so many similarities. If you want to know more about that, check my previous video. But today I'm just trying to give the differences which I saw, which are between India and Africa. So observing things in India for like 2 and more years gave me an image of some things which when I saw, I was like, we don't have this exactly the same way in Africa. So we have some of the differences which you have between India and Africa. The differences which I'm going to give here are some of my own way of seeing stuff, which might not be exactly the same for everyone, but for me I find as if there's some differences which I have, especially if I can be more specific between my country and India. Yet I'm going to take Africa in general because Africa have more similarities, like many countries are almost same. First thing, the use of spices in food. Of course, India is known for its producing spices. Like nobody forgets about India because of spices. And yes, this also brings a very huge gap between India and Africa. When you take food from Africa and food from India, like you just feel that there is that difference. A food in India is not only food, it's food and spices. But a food in Africa can have also spices, but not yet at the same extent as in India. And exactly one of the things which is far away different is the use of chili. In Africa, we may use chili, of course, but not the same level as it's used in India. Second thing is marriage. Of course, this is one of the topics which interested me recently after talking to one of my friends, and I was discovering how much marriages in India are far different from marriages in Africa. Of course, there can be some of those practices which are almost similar, but and again, depending from one religion to another, the celebration of a wedding can change. But when it comes to a wedding in India, it takes long and it needs a lot of money, which of course is the same thing in Africa, but the same amount of money which you can make a wedding with in Africa is like far low to the same amount which you need to organize a kind of similar marriage in India. Just trying to show that in India, when it comes to marriage, it requires a lot of money, a lot of people, a lot of gifts, and so many days, which is not similar in Africa, which sometimes in Africa it's just need like one day for the traditional marriage, one day for the government, one day for the church, and that's people usually combine all those things and put them maybe in 2 days only and finish everything, or just in one day, depending on one family to another, but it's not at the same extent in India. And of course, even there, it doesn't require the same amount as here. I tried to do something like comparing it with one of my friends, and I came to see that a normal marriage which I could do in Africa, in India, the same normal marriage could cost me almost 7 times the same amount which I could need. So in India, there is kind of that difference in marriages. Third, the caste system. Of course, in Africa, we have differences among each other, but there is no difference which can be classified according to caste. We can be different because of countries, but we cannot be different because of caste. Well, in India, people are different also because of the caste which they have. Fourth, technology. Of course, India have been involved in technology since a long time, and they have been working on it and trying to bring more progress with days, which Africa have been somehow kind of not working so hard on it, which made India to be a little bit far advanced than Africa. And of course, this makes that even the lifestyle and so many other things can change because of the access to technology and so many other technology features which can be available here in good quantity and be in another place in low quantity, like the price of internet, usage of so many technology, like of industry and so many other stuff. In India, it can be more advanced than in Africa because of them pushing hard into technology than Africa. Yet all the places India as Africa has technology, but I'm just giving this as to show how in industry India has an advance more than Africa. Fifth, which is my last, is that one is a country, another one is a continent. Yes, of course, you know that, but the truth is they have almost similar population, but one is a country, another one is a continent. If we could say that India could be a continent, no one could be amazed because they have a very huge population. And in the same way, Africa also has a very huge population, which is almost similar to the population of India. And of course, one of the other things which is there is that India is so vast and has so many things, which even if it could be divided into countries, they can still be countries because it's so huge. And it's exactly the same thing again for Africa, but one is a continent, another one is a country, something which you should never forget, even if I'm comparing both of them, but one is a continent, another one is a country. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I gave you some information or an idea about how Africa can be different from India. Of course, there's so many differences, but what I just gave here are some kind of what comes in my mind quickly, or what I see quickly as my own perspective of what is different in India as in Africa. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to listen more to other things which I speak, you can find my podcast, which is Mhombo Live. The link will be in the description. If you want to watch also other Africans who make content here in India, don't hesitate to find them also. Link will be in the description. Thank you for being here. Catch you next time.